Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. It really triggers me when I hear someone say this. Usually it comes from boomers or someone of the older generation, the people who still bury gold bars in their backyard and stuff physical cash under their mattress. You do hear it from younger people sometimes too, the kind of people that haven't looked into economics and don't understand the history of money. Bitcoin is not a Ponzi scheme. The real Ponzi scheme is the money in your wallet. Fiat currency is the biggest scam in economic history. Let's talk about it. Fiat currencies, whether it's the US dollar, the euro, the yen, it's all a confidence game. They don't have any intrinsic value. The currencies are only worth something because we believe they're worth something. We've been told by the government that they're worth something. We've been told that they're legal tender. We legally have to use them. We legally have to accept them to perform a transaction for goods and services. There's no gold or silver backing it up. It's just paper, literally just pieces of paper or numbers on a screen. So when everyone stops believing it's worth something, it's just going to collapse. Back in the day, there was a time when money actually meant something. Before 1971, we used to be on a gold standard. The US dollar was backed by physical gold. For every dollar that was circulated or printed, there was a certain amount of gold backing it up. People were able to convert from gold to cash without any issues. But in 1971, it all changed. That's when President Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. He ended gold convertibility, just like that. Overnight, the dollar became pure fiat. That's when the money printer really started going to work. Let's talk about the banks for a little bit. We all keep our money in the bank, right? The secret is they don't actually keep it. Under the fractional reserve banking system, they have the ability to lend out your deposit. They lend it out again and again and again. They only keep a fraction of it in reserve. That's how the system is able to expand the money supply so quickly. M1 money supply is the cash. M2 and M3, that's the inflated and leveraged money. It's ghost money, essentially. It's unstable, it's risky, and it only works if no one panics. If people panic and everyone tries to pull their money out all at once, it will be game over. The bank will collapse. We saw it happen during the Great Depression. We saw it happen in 2008 during the Great Financial Crisis. And mark my words, we will see it happen again. The Central Bank of the United States, the Federal Reserve, they have the ability to create money out of thin air. Literally, they just type it into a computer. In 2020, they really took things to the next level. The reserve requirements were dropped to 0%. The banks didn't need to hold anything. They could just lend out as much as they wanted. What was the result? 20% of all US dollars in existence were printed in that 1 year alone. Let that sink in for a moment. 20% of the entire money supply was created in just 1 year, and they tell you that inflation is only 5%. If the money supply increases by 20%, inflation is 20%. We've heard the Fed officials say this out loud. There's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. There is no end to our ability to create money. We've heard it from Neil Kashkari. We've even heard it from Jerome Powell. They say the same thing. They don't even try to hide it. They tell us that they print in order to stabilize the economy. But every time they print, you lose. Bitcoin is the opposite to what a Ponzi scheme is. Bitcoin is decentralized. There's no CEO. There's no central party that issues it. There's no printing. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. No one can change that. It's hard-coded. There's no inflation, there's no dilution, and there's no hidden fees. And unlike with banks, you can hold your own keys. You can take full custody of your wealth. Self-custody means no one can freeze your funds. No one can block your transactions. Bitcoin is borderless, permissionless, and essentially it's unstoppable. Every transaction is logged on a public blockchain. It's 100% transparent. There's nothing hidden, there's no secret bailouts, there's no secret backdoors. Bitcoin was created after the 2008 financial crisis. It was designed to survive economic chaos. We see fiat melt during inflation, but on the other hand, Bitcoin grows stronger with every crisis. We saw this in 2020. We saw this in 2022 when Ukraine was being invaded. And recently we've seen it with Iran and Israel. Bitcoin dipped slightly below 100K during the start of the war when the news was first announced. And since then it's bounced back and it's holding strong. Bitcoin is anti-fragile. It's designed to fix the exact problem we're stuck in. It's designed as an escape plan from this broken system. I'm not saying you should go all in on crypto. It's always good to be a bit diversified. But you need to ask yourself, why are you holding a currency that loses value every year? Why are you trusting a system that has the ability to infinitely create money? Inflation isn't just an accident. It's all part of the plan. And the only way out is hard assets. And we all know Bitcoin is the hardest asset ever created. Fiat currencies are the real Ponzi schemes. Banks are the middlemen, and central banks are the printers. We're the ones who pay the price for their actions. We work hard, but then our savings buy less. Bitcoin isn't just a tech. It's not just an investment. It's a lifeboat. When the next storm hits, you'll be glad you have one. Anyways, that's it from me today. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think fiat currencies can survive the next crisis? Or are we already past the point of no return? Thank you for watching, and take care.